Friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. Beginner teaches Python programming to himself. So today we'll discuss about list. So what is list? List is a group of elements shown by a square bracket. And list can store different type of elements. It can store integers, floats, strings. List is mutable. That means we can modify its element. And lists are dynamic. Size is not fixed. One more thing, how to access the elements. So list elements are accessed by list by index number. So if you want to access the third element, we have to say print name of the list, and in the square bracket say 2 here. So we'll see a few examples here. So I'll make a list, say L is equal to square bracket, and in that I'll add a few numbers, 10 for example, 20, minus 30. Let's take one example of string, a float also, and we'll take some example of string as well. So this is my list. So I can say print L, open close braces, and print L, and this list is printed. So here we have taken a mix, some numbers, some float, and some string. Now here the first element is denoted by 0, second is by 1, then 2, and so on. And we can also access the index in negative way also. So here you see the first index number is 0, for 20 index number is 1, for third element index number is 2, 3, and 4, this way. And we can say we can index in a reverse way also, in the backward way also. The last one is always given by minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5. Notice here number of elements are 5. First is being 0, last one will be always less than the whatever number of elements. So here are 5, last one is 4. Whereas if you address in negative ways, it will be the same as the number of elements, only denoting negative signs. So this is all about indexing. So here we can access the elements by, say, if I say L and in square bracket I give the indexing number. For example, I want to access this orange, so I know it is the last one, so minus 1, and it should be square bracket, so orange is accessed. So this way we can access all the elements of the list. Now we take one, even we can make a L is equal to empty list. I can also make it empty list. It is still a list, and we can go on adding the elements as required. So we have seen the list. It can accommodate different type of elements, say number, float, and string. So we have also seen that empty list is also possible. Then we'll say make another list of, say, fruits. Okay, so or I'll make in another way. We'll continue with this empty list, and we'll ask user to put the these elements. Prior to that, say for example, list is made of this apple, banana, orange, and strawberries. If I make this list, then the indexing will be like this. The first one will be, of course, 0, second will be 1, and this will be 2. Yes, it will be 2. This will be 3. So there are 4 elements, and numbering will be like this. If you do in negative way, then -1, -2, -3, -4. So let's take this list. Let's take this list and we'll name this fruits. So I come here and let's say fruits equal to. Okay, now here if I want to add something to the list, we have to make append dot append, and in the bracket I can say something. For example, I want to add kiwi, right? Prior to that, I will do something. Prior to this, I will, because we have seen that it is mutable, so I'll say print fruits, comma id fruits, because when you make a list, a memory location is assigned to that. Okay, so here I want to show that the memory location remains same and it is only the contents or the elements are changed. So here it is saying that this is the list and here is the memory location 5471 blah blah blah. This is the memory location. Now I will do the appending. I will add the new fruit kiwi in that one, and again I will go for printing the list. Okay, so again I'll say print fruits, and again I will say the id also. So here you see the new fruit is added on the last, right? Apple, banana, orange, strawberries, and kiwi is added. And if you see the memory location, it remains the same. 54710792. It was the same before. So in the original list, this new is added. It is added and its memory location remains same. Now I want to remove something. So I'll say fruits. We have to be particular here. We said fruits, so we have to maintain fruits. Remove. For example, I don't like apple now. I want to remove apple. So I'll do this. And again, I want to print fruits. You see the first one, apple is removed. Now banana has taken the first place. And this is the list. And memory location, if you see, it remains the same. So it has modified the list. Now if we print fruits, the new list will be coming. The old one will not be there because it is modified. As we said in the definition, that lists are mutable, so we can modify its element. This we have seen. And now here is one list of numbers and here is one list of fruits. I can make a mix also. For example, I made mix is equal to uh, L and fruits. So this is also possible. We can add lists in list. So I'll say print, what is the new name? Mix. So see, L was empty before. So that empty list and this list is banana, orange, strawberry, etc. is added. Yeah, because after making this list, another again I change it to empty. That's why it happened that one. So what I will do, I will all right, if we have these numbers, it will show up numbers also. Okay, let's see the example of that. Again I'll make L, I'll take L is equal to, and I will take all these numbers again, because I had changed assignment. For L I made it empty just to showcase. Okay, so L is equal to this list. Okay, and now I will make another assignment. Mix is equal to L and fruits. Okay, so I think this become crowded, so let's go for a new one. Let's go for new one, and then new one I print this. Let's see this one. This is the list of these. Then I have to take the fruits also. I will take the fruits also here. This is fruits: apple, banana, orange, and strawberry. Copy this, and I'll print in the new one. Okay, and now we'll make mix is equal to square brackets, and in that I will put L, and I will put fruits. Here I have to be particular for maintaining. I should not write fruit because I had denoted as fruits, so I have to maintain fruits. Now I'll say print mix. So you see, lists are accommodated in lists. So that's also possible. Now we'll see. I was showing something with the empty list, and how to append there. If you append, and for that, for example, I have these fruits, and fruit dot I want to append. But if you say that I forgot this number append, I forgot this denotion, simply fruits dot control and space, then all will show you, whether you want to append or you want to clear or you want to copy, count, extend, index, whatever. So you can go on doing that. So I was discussing that, for example, if you take a empty list, okay, you take a empty list, fruits, anything, and you want to append in that. So every time we'll not be adding, mostly we'll be taking input from the user. So we'll see one quick demo for that one. We'll see one quick demo. I had prepared something earlier just to save time. So open lists. So here you see, again I will review quickly. List is a group of elements shown by a square bracket. List can store different type of elements, that means integer, float, string. And list is mutable, we saw this. It can modify, and we saw that the memory address remains the same, only the elements are changed as the demand. Lists are dynamic, size is not fixed, and list element can access by list number. We saw the first remains 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 up to n. And if you want to say in negative, the last one will be -1, then second last will be -2, and so on. So now here I want to take input from user. So here we given L, this list is equal to square bracket, it is empty. Okay, print L, so it will be empty bracket. And now we say, for example, n, any number, and we'll use this input. We'll say that we'll give one instruction to the user, enter the number of elements. So he has to select how much elements he wants. For example, he say 4, then 4 elements will be there in the list. And then we'll use this loop. I have not discussed loop so far, but we'll use it. For I in the range of this n. Okay, and since we are giving this number, so I put here because this becomes strings. So I will use this integer. I'll convert it into integer, and then here we are using this append. Here we are not appending, we are getting it done by the user. So let's see a quick demo about this. Uh, let's see a quick demo about this here. So we will do that. So again, we will ask the user to put the input. So I'll run it. You have to save it and run it. Okay, enter the number of elements. So I say, for example, 4. Enter the element. For example, I say apple. I said 4, so it will ask me 4 times. Orange, for example. Banana. One more, say strawberry. Strawberries. So it has printed it, the list. Because you see, we wrote the program in a such a way that first take the input, first ask him how many numbers you want, and enter the number of elements, and then we'll take the. So here you can see both the things together. I will remove this for a while, and we have taken an empty list. We ask user to put input, so for that we use this input. It itself is a function, and in the string we ask the user to put the elements. For example, he choose to put 4 elements, he can put any element. That many times we'll ask this. For I in the range, this n means whatever user's number of elements. So it will ask that many times, enter the element, and finally print the L. So very simple program. I will run it again. So enter the number of elements, for example 5. So it will ask 5 times. Enter the element. For example, I want to put number 10, 20, say minus 30. This time we'll take a float and we'll take a orange. So it has created this list for us. It is a mix. Here are numbers, here are float, and here are this string. Okay. Now, if I want to access this indexing, by indexing, I will say print. What is the name of the list is L, and in square bracket I will say, for example, I want to access orange. So I know it is last. Okay. So it has given orange. Likewise, anything I can print. For example, I want the second element. First will be 0, of course. Second will be 1. So enter, it will be 20. This is second element. If I want first element, I should make 0. So I hope this is just basics about list, and time span is the thing. Almost 20 minutes complete. I think I should stop here, and thank you very much for watching.